70 or 54 South. For the latest roadblock information, call 575-678-1178. Tonight's forecast is calling for mostly cloudy, 30% chance of rain, some of them possibly severe thunderstorms. In Alamogordo, low of 63. For Cloudcroft, low of 43. Tomorrow we're looking at partly sunny and breezy, 40% chance of afternoon showers. Alamogordo tomorrow, high of 89, low of 64. For Cloudcroft tomorrow, high of 71, low of 46.
This is the Roundup on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Going from the Tularosa Basin and beyond, this is your local connection to the world of sports. From high school to college and to the pros, we cover the latest news and the biggest stories. Don't forget, this is your show. Change the topic anytime. Call us at 437-1230. The Roundup starts right now. ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Hello and welcome into the show. It's the Roundup here on your Friday, final day of May. I don't know if that has any significance at all. It probably doesn't, but we're kind of halfway through 2019. I don't know if it's the exact day, number, all that good stuff, but we're also live online today on YouTube.com/ESPN Alamogordo, because just in a second we're going to play our interview with Alamogordo boys basketball. I said we'd have girls basketball today as well. We had to reschedule that interview, so we should have it on the program on Monday. That's the tentative plan right now, so just a heads up on that. We've got, I think, every youth camp information we've got up on our Facebook page right now. So boys basketball, which is starting on June 11th, girls basketball, which starts next Tuesday, June 4th, Tiger football, which starts next week, June 3rd, and soccer, which they've got their youth camp at the end of June. I think the 24th is the day that sticks in my mind. Also should mention, search Alamogordo Public Schools Athletics. Click on that, Google that, click on that page, and as you scroll down on the right-hand side, there'll be a tab that says Summer Activities. Everything that's going on with boys and girls basketball, football, volleyball, cross country, boys and girls soccer. I don't know if there's anything else on that list at the moment, but basically anything that is team related is up there, whether it's open gyms or team camps or so on and so forth. It's all available there. So we've got, there's a lot of fun stuff in there. Also want to mention off the top, tonight is home opener for the White Sands Pupfish as they take on the Roswell Invaders. 6:30 first pitch for that game, and they're going to have lots of good food out there. They're going to be doing a meet and greet with the players. I believe it's 4:30 to 5:30. We'll give you some more information on this in a little while, but just wanted to make sure we throw that on top of that, or out there on top. They're playing at Griggs Field again this year at the aquarium, and go by and check it out. Check out the White Sands Pupfish as they begin their 2019 season. Look forward to that. All right, let's get to Alamogordo boys basketball. Coach Voigt and a few of the guys, Scott Mullen, Jeremiah Vigil, Gabriel Marquez, came in on Wednesday evening to chat about what's been going on with the team, summer activities, a lot of the youth camp stuff. You know, they did youth basketball back in March and April, and we're very active with that. And they've got another youth camp coming up, and they've really done a lot of good things and a lot of fun stuff within the community. And you'll hear it from the guys in the interview. They seem to have a lot of fun with the youth basketball league that they did just a couple months ago, along with what's coming up with the youth camp. They seem to get a lot of joy out of it, and that was fun to hear them talk about it. So I should let you listen to them talk about it as well. Here's Coach James Voigt along with Scott Mullen, Jeremiah Vigil, and Gabriel Marquez talking about Alamogordo boys basketball and what they've got going on this summer. All right, joining us now is Alamogordo Tiger boys basketball. They're getting ready to run headlong into their summer activities, and Coach James Voigt is here with us. Coach, how are you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Not too bad. If you want to introduce the guys you brought with us today.
All right. Today in studio we have Scott, Jeremiah, and Gabriel.
All right, guys, you doing okay?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's what we like to hear. Well, Coach, I mean, you guys are off to Santa Fe this weekend to already start one of your team camps. So,
graduation and school just ended last week, and you guys are right into it. It's important for you guys to be busy with this stuff in the summer, right?
Yeah, it's a real important step for us. We have a real big summer planned. Like you mentioned, we leave tomorrow for Santa Fe. We have 6 games up there at Santa Fe's team camp. Then the first weekend in June, we go to Albuquerque for the Duke City Shootout. Second weekend, we're in Artesia for Artesia's team camp. Third weekend, we go to Portales, Eastern New Mexico University's team camp. And then the last weekend in June, we're playing at Texas Tech's team camp. And then along from that, every Monday night, our older kids, our varsity kids, will have a summer league in Las Cruces. And our younger kids, our JV and C team kids, will have a summer league every Wednesday night at the local smaller schools, Ruidoso, Mescalero, ourselves, Thule, Cloudcroft. Everything like that will be hosting. So it's a busy summer for the kids playing.
And being a coach and seeing working in the summers with these kids, how important have you seen it as a coach for these guys to be out there working during the summertime?
It's very important. I'm a big believer that you win championships in the off season. So I have a feeling after this summer we're going to know where we stand, whether if we're going to be competitive enough to compete or if we have a lot of work to do. So, and this is the best time you get to go around. There's no school. You get to play a lot of games and see everybody across the state and see how you match up.
Scott, is that like a dream summer, just going out and playing basketball this summer? Does that really excite you?
Yeah, it's just I've never been able to do it before because of just being everywhere, so it's kind of nice to just go and we'll get to go see a bunch of different teams in Texas and New Mexico.
Yeah, being in one place. And I would have to think that, it's also, a team building thing for you guys. You guys get to spend a whole lot of time together, something that'll help when we start playing basketball in November. Is that what you kind of notice when you get to spend this much time with the guys?
Yeah, everyone, we have our little adventures here and there, and everyone gets to know each other. The chemistry is definitely there, and it's grown just even over like the past couple of weeks. You can see it even as guys get hurt. Everyone finds new ways.
Yeah. Jeremiah, I mean, for you, I'm sure the regular season is a lot of fun, but does the summer have its own kind of that you really enjoy being able to do this with all the guys?
Oh, definitely, because we'll be going out of town and stuff, and we'll be in hotels, and it'll be fun just spending the night with the boys, being away from everything again, like school, no homework, just basketball and hanging out with your brothers, and then we'll be doing some eating at nice places and doing all kinds of fun stuff, so definitely.
Yeah, and that's what I hear. I mean, most of the times when you guys get to go to mid-season tournaments or get to go to the state tournament, the best thing is about getting to get out of town and do those things. Is that your favorite part of that?
Oh, no doubt. It's very fun.
Yeah. Gabriel, I mean, how about you? What about the summer excites you?
I'm just excited to hang out with the team, not have any homework, just worry about basketball and try to be a top team coming out of the summer.
Yeah. Not having to, well, I don't know, how early are you guys practicing? Is it afternoons or are you guys doing mornings too?
Afternoons, right?
Yeah.
Afternoons, okay. So not having to get up early in the morning as well is probably
Oh, yeah.
a little better too.
Yeah.
That helps out. And Coach, for you, I mean, it's a big thing seeing the dedication from the guys because, it's voluntary. I mean, obviously kids want their summer sometimes, but, they're going to spend, the next, 4 or 5 weeks with you and working to make this team better. Does that show something for you with those guys?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think they understand that this is really an important time. If you're not doing it and other teams across the state, their kids are, then you're behind a little bit. So, and this is definitely a different feeling than what it was this time last summer. Last summer I was just getting here and we were just trying to put things together and get into some events and this and that. But now the chemistry's there. They know what we're trying to do offensively, defensively. So it's a different type feel this summer going on.
And I know last summer, I mean, just because you were coming in, not really knowing a whole lot with the program, participation wasn't at the level that you wanted. Or you feel like participation is much up this year?
Yeah, it's a lot better right now than what it was. We could still get better, but I mean, totally different level now than what I was starting out with.
What are the things you like to focus on during the summer? I mean, you could talk fundamentals, you could talk, working the plays, whatever. What's the big things you want these guys to come away with from the summertime?
We do a lot of work on skill work, just raising your own level. So we do a lot of ball handling, shooting, passing, things like that. Now we'll have times where we go live and we'll work offensive sets, defensive sets, things like that. But we really like to spend the off season about the individual. So we do a lot of skill work, and then we'll be implementing our weight room and everything like that to get the kids stronger.
And is it also you kind of want to hold your cards close to your vest a little bit, not show a lot of stuff during the summer the teams might get tape on and things like that?
Yeah, you try to, but Louisville's such a small state school-wise that, I mean, everyone really knows everybody anyway, so we are playing to win these games, so we're going to throw everything out there to try to win.
Yeah. Gabriel, what are some of the skills in particular that you know you want to focus on? Maybe coaches have been telling you they want you to get better headed into next season and this summer.
Personally, really ball handling and creating my own shot off a dribble and stuff like that, just to help the guys out, and then like focusing on like driving, kicking, stuff like that.
All right.
That's for me.
Jeremiah, how about you? What are some things you're focusing on?
I would like to get stronger this year, get in the weight room, and be a little quicker. I love penetrating and kicking and finding really good passes. So I just want to focus on getting my teammates shots and make a couple shots here and there.
All right. Scott, how about you, man?
Just a lot of ball handling to be able to help open up the floor, and then some athleticism here and there just to help space things.
Yeah. Coach, I mean, that sound about right for you, everything what they're talking about?
Yeah, and we've already talked, so we have exit meetings at the end of the year so they know what their goal was, and we try to set them and help them out with strengths and weaknesses.
All right, very good. Something else we want to mention as well is you guys have a youth camp coming up, which is, certainly something that you get some younger kids knowing about the program, knowing the guys, but also, fundraiser for the program as well.
Yes, and that's coming up June 11th through 13th, 9 to 12 in the morning. We already had one registration date for it, and I'll piggyback. This kind of went back to the month of April and May where we ran our own youth league. So we did that to try to get young kids in the gym, teach them the fundamentals, and let them play. I know they all just want to play, but there's more to basketball than just playing. So, and I thought our kids did a great job. Our actual high school kids did a great job helping run that. They were the coaches, the referees, and they taught different skill work, different fundamentals like ball handling, shooting, passing, pivoting, rebounding, you name it. They were doing it, and that's something like we're going to do this summer with the kids for the camp, is be teaching those skills as well.
And cost per child is?
It's $30 if they come June 10th from 10 to 11, and then June 11th they can register right there when the camp starts in the morning from 8 to 9, and it'll be $35.
All right.
So try to get there June 10th.
And also worth mentioning, if they can't get there June 11th, if they want to register on the 12th or the 13th and just participate in those days, they can do that, right?
Yes, they can.
Okay. Definitely want to mention that because, for some reason, maybe they can't. But, Scott, did you get a chance to participate in doing the youth basketball at all during April and May? Or?
Yeah, I love to work with little kids. They're a bunch of fun. Tuesdays and Thursdays were always a thing to look forward to. Everyone's got their own little things from the 1st through 3rd graders and the 4th through 6th. Everything's exciting.
What was your favorite part about working with the kids? Do you feel like it helped you as a basketball player a little bit, or was just the joy of seeing those kids have fun?
Yeah, I worked with the younger group for the session, so it was kind of interesting just to see the little things that just from them just dribbling it up the court, I could do that, and it helps me. If they just looked up, they'd see everything, and it's good stuff to work on.
Is it nice to see it through Coach's eyes a little bit? You get to be in his role a little bit. Does that help you out a bit?
You feel what he feels towards us.
Exactly. Jeremiah, how about you? Did you get a chance to do that too?
Oh yeah, I loved it so much. I was with the older group. I had my team, the Bucks, and we started off strong and then kind of slowed down. But don't get me wrong, it was a great experience. Like you said, seeing it from a different point of view, because I refed as well. And seeing it from ref's eyes and coach's eyes, it's just a way to see the game a whole lot different. And those kids are great. They work hard. They're funny. They're good to be around, and it sets good examples for us. So when we're out in the community, we're doing the right things to be good examples for the younger ones coming up.
All right. Gabe, how about you? Did you get a chance to do that?
Yeah, I was a coach as well in the younger group. Yeah. My team didn't do too well, but I had a blast. Coaching them. They were really fun group of kids, and it was just cool. Like when we went out and passed out flyers again, when was it? A while back, we went out and passed flyers out again to the schools, and just seeing all those kids and see how happy it made them to see us go to their schools and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Coach, having the connection with the elementary schools and having these guys just so they know their faces and know who they are. I think we see that with almost every program. What an important thing that is for Tiger basketball.
Yeah, that's very important, and you can just hear how they're talking about it. It was a good experience for all. I think it's awesome that our kids know the kids that are at North or Sierra or wherever, and it's cool that they know them too as their coaches. So hopefully they'll interact, they'll come out, and they'll come out more and learn more basketball. They'll come out and watch these older guys, and these older guys will still give back to the community.
Yeah, and I think we see it in a lot of communities that are strong basketball communities, or strong in any sport. Just getting them, getting the contact with the younger kids. What a huge difference that makes, because they're thinking about, man, I want to be a Tiger someday. That's got to be. You probably see that in every community that you've coached in.
Yeah, and that's the whole goal. Is at a one high school town, you should be growing up to be a Tiger. So, and that's why we're trying to get them in early at a young age, and it'll pay dividends for us. And it was just a great experience. And we had around 85 total kids. Like they mentioned, we had 2 different sessions, grades 1 through 3, and then grades 4 through 6, and both of them had 40 to 45ish in their numbers. So, and we've already heard that the community liked it. There's going to be even more next year. So we hope it, we encourage it, and like I said, our kids did a great job with it.
And overall with this team, I know, and I hear from a lot of people about Tiger basketball, and I know a huge goal is, I know you guys want to get it back to a top level. I know, Coach, you want to get it back to a top level. And are you starting to see the things that that'll build towards, for somebody that's coached a state championship team? Are you starting to see the building blocks that are moving it in that direction?
Yeah, it's a process, and our process was a little behind because we were so young this year. We didn't have much older kids, but that's a good thing as well. We had no seniors, so like we mentioned, the whole team is back. So everyone's familiar with each other. These guys have been playing since. I think it was the end of March. In April, they've been in an El Paso spring league. So we've been playing games. So like I said, it's a totally different feeling now because everyone's comfortable, and now we're just looking to take that next step.
And I think during the season, especially as we got into January and February, you were starting to see things really start to click for the guys. And I know it didn't necessarily work with wins that you guys wanted, but it was starting to get there. You could see it starting to gel. Were you seeing that as a coach?
Yes, we were a totally different team in our district than what we were before district. I think if we would have played some of those pre-district teams later, we probably could have won some more games early on in the year. But I know everyone that came to the pit, we were in a ball game with every team in our district. We may not have won all of them. We lost quite a bit, but they were all ball games till the end. So that's what this summer's really about, is finishing teams off and learning how to win ball games.
Yeah, you look at some of the games like against Oñate and Centennial and Las Cruces High, and the way you guys played them so tough. Dan, was that something you were seeing, is just the way the team was starting to progress as the year went on? Does it get you excited about the idea of 2019, 2020 for you guys?
Yeah, it opened a lot of our eyes to next season, and even this summer. It opened our eyes for teams like Las Cruces High, teams like that we could just play with, and now we know. So
yeah,
it's going to be fun to see what we can do.
Yeah, certainly. Jeremiah, I mean, for you, just seeing the way the team progressed throughout the year, and knowing that, hey, if you guys work hard in the summer, that you may see an extra progression. I mean, what was your feeling coming out of the season? Was it excitement?
Yeah, excitement. It was a tough season, but right when the season ended, I feel like the same vibes in the locker room is we don't like this feeling, and it's going to be good for next year. And that's why this summer we're super content with all the games we have, all the practices we have, opportunities to get better. So we need to take advantage of them, and I think we will. And we need to learn how to win games, and so we can do it in the season.
Scott, we get to see a lot more adversity as the year progressed, and you got a little bit of a taste of that. Knowing that you maybe are going to be looked at to be more of a varsity player heading into next season, does that excite you about the opportunity?
Yeah, just a little minutes here and there were a blessing. It was just nice to get that experience. So going into next year, trying to come out strong and have everyone progress, and I think we'll be good.
Coach, I'm talking having more about having a varsity team and having a JV team. Because you were having to play on mix and match last year. Should be a little bit more traditional way you can manage the teams next year, right?
Yeah, next year we probably won't float as much as we did this year. One of the reasons we did that is because we are so young, so we wanted to, in their development, make sure they can play 5 quarters a night. So we tried to get them as much as their quarters as we could. But, with everyone coming back now, and then new kids coming into the program from the middle school level, it'll be a little bit easier to manage all 3 teams next year.
All right, well, we're certainly looking forward to Tiger basketball. It's something that I think gets the community together and gets the community excited. We had a few games in the Tiger Pit last year where the crowd was absolutely rocking, and I know you guys want that to be every single night out. So we'll look forward to seeing what happens. Coach, we appreciate the time. Guys, we appreciate it. And don't forget Tiger Youth Camp coming up June 11th through the 13th. Make sure you check it out. All right. And again, make sure the youth camp information is available. You can find the link on the AHS Tigers boys basketball page. I think that's the right. There's so many different team pages that sometimes I forget the exact wordage of those. Let me see what I put on here. AHS Tiger boys basketball. That is the Facebook page. So they put a lot of information up on there. And we have it up on our ESPN Alamogordo Facebook page, too, so you can check that out. Also, if you're looking for the calendar of what they've got going on throughout the summer, I believe that's up now, too, so you can check all that stuff out. But I hope they're having a good time up in Santa Fe. And, again, they get to do some fun team camps around the area over the next month or so. And, it's the same. I get the same feeling. I remember when Coach Vigil took over the girls' basketball program, and he kind of came in late, and it was a little bit challenged that first year to try and get things moving in the right direction. And we saw the progression that the girls basketball team has taken, and how good that program has become. I think for the boys team, for Coach Voigt, it has the same feeling to it, in that he's being able to do the things that he wants to do now. Didn't have a shortened summer. Didn't have some of the obstacles that were in the way, along with a young team last year. And so just you kind of get the feeling like this is, they're going to take a big step forward coming up when we get around to the winter time. Just so you know, we're going to get Tiger football and Tiger soccer, girls basketball, volleyball, all that in the coming weeks here on the show. So we'll have lots of interviews for you guys. We'll make sure we get them up on our ESPN Alamogordo YouTube channel so you can go and listen to them anytime that you want to. And just let you guys know what they've got going on throughout the summer. I think this weekend the All-Star basketball games are going on up in, I think it's in Albuquerque. So best luck. I know we've got a few kids from our area that are taking part in that, so hopefully they're having a fun time with that. And we're going to take a break now. Come back. If you want to call into the show, 437-1230. More of the roundup coming up for you after this.
The Lincoln Log is brought to you by the Lincoln National Forest in cooperation with WP Broadcasting. Nothing is more rewarding than teaching a kid about the great outdoors. Come join us for the 25th Annual Youth Fishing Day on Saturday, June 15th from 9 in the morning until 12:30 in the afternoon. The event will be held at Grindstone Lake near Rio del Sur, New Mexico. Don't know how to fish? Then this is the perfect event for you. Come learn from the pros. Staff from the Lincoln National Forest will be on hand to show kids how to set hooks and cast their line. Prizes will be given for the largest fish, smallest fish, and most fish caught. Kids of all ages are welcome. Fishing